You know, the kids in these vapes. It helps the autistics. We're going to get all the autistics on a list and hand them nicotine vapes.
That'll cure it.
And that's going to cure their autism. But we haven't figured out what to do with the
What a start to the episode. The camera fell. The lens broke.
How much is that camera lens? It's
like
I think I paid $700 for that camera lens. Just the lens, not the camera.
Yeah. If you get the camera new, it's like $3,000
and the lens
just for the body.
That was a used lens.
Yeah.
And then the camera just fell straight on the lens. And the lens works. We're using it right now on Miss Emily. But the zoom is kind of locked in place.
And you know what? Just like us, we're also locked in.
We're locked in right now. I'm drinking an accelerator.
The lens is just hustling. You know, we're all hustlers here. It's just doing its best despite the circumstances. And I think that's admirable.
Why am I like, that's bad karma?
For what?
I don't. That's what drives me nuts. These are the things that keep me awake at night.
That you might have done something bad. That
what did I do for me to just drop the camera lens?
Sometimes it just happens.
And you know what's crazy? Did you see it happen? And I just looked at it and I went, and I was just like, all right, now back to the audio.
I had started putting pillows in front of the table because I was paranoid that it was going to do that. And then I was like, no. And I tightened it, super tightened it. And then that was like 2 weeks ago and it hasn't fallen. So I was like, okay, we're good.
I was just like, I moved the table really quickly. And with force
comes great power. And with great power comes
velocity.
Responsibility. And D equals MC squared or whatever Albert Einstein said.
There was some physics shit that happened. So maybe it was a coincidence. But I still am a firm believer, if you're a God-fearing man or woman, then that shit doesn't happen. Or it's a test on how will I react. Will I go crazy and nuts right before my trip that I have to replace? I just bought a hotel room for the same price of a lens that I have to buy.
I know. The stay in New York is going to be very expensive.
Which is bullshit because what's his nickname again?
Who?
My guy.
Street Meat
is spending like $250, or he's going to spend like $500 total on his whole trip.
What the hell?
Including parking his car.
What the fuck?
I think our Airbnb did us in.
Yeah, I got.
And then I decided, I was like, my first class flight. and then add the champagne package to the hotel.
Hey, why not? It's for mommy.
That's great.
It's fine. It's going to be super fun. I've already promised like 10 people here that I'm going to bring home bagels. Why do I offer this? It's because I'm so excited about the bagels that I want everyone to experience a New York bagel.
No, save the bagels for us. Some things deserve to be gatekept,
I'm going to bring back a dozen just for us.
Yeah, fuck everyone else. Bring back 2 dozen for the house.
Make it 3.
Yeah, I'm filling up an entire extra suitcase of bagels.
Dude, I thought about it.
You get pulled over by TSA and they're like, what has she got? And they're like, dude, it's bad.
I didn't declare it.
800 everything bagels. No way. Made by Jews.
Not a single cinnamon raisin.
Some guy starts breaking out. He's like, I'm allergic to sesame seeds.
Oh, fucking pussy. I just don't think that people with allergies should be catered to. And you know what? I got my karma for that. That's how I know karma's real. Because every time I do somebody dirty, the same thing gets done dirty to me.
Like what? What's an example?
When I was little, I used to bully my niece for having a milk allergy, and I almost killed her because my friend convinced me to kill her, and I was like, all right, whatever. So I gave her
what?
I gave her a Snickers bar, even though I knew she was...
This is why I think there's something dark inside you that I'm like, sometimes I look out the corner of my eye. It's just Emily on the floor crawling. No,
that's true.
Because you keep telling me these stories about how you used to try to kill people when you were a kid.
It only happened once.
I don't know. I feel like this is the second time I'm hearing about it.
Yeah, it was the same story though, but I didn't kill her.
Did you have a knife story?
Now I'm lactose intolerant.
Did you try to kill her with a knife too?
No.
Just milk?
Just the Snickers bar. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm watching you. The other time,
I'm sleeping with one eye open.
I bully a kid. I was a full-grown adult at this point, bullying this child for singing. And I'd be like, why are you crying, Ezra? Why are you crying? Now Trey Stewart looks at me every time he sees me, he goes, Emily, why are you crying? Are you about to cry? The same words I said to that child, he now says to me. Karma.
Wow.
It comes quick and it comes fast.
Speaking of coming quick and coming fast, I gotta go.
Oh.
I'm gonna turn the sound down.
And that was 2 girls, 1 blonde. Bear is getting chunky, and that's okay. We still love him, but it's true. It's true.
When we get back, you're going on a diet.
So we're going to New York.
Yeah. Wow. That's exactly how I feel about New York. I imagine your burp is how the streets of New York smell.
It is.
No, I'd probably prefer your burp, if I'm being honest. We'll see if I like New York this time.
You know, when you can taste a smell.
I just tasted the New York streets and I didn't
that's what
like
happens
it.
when I go to New York. I'm like, notes of street piss. It's, good. The rats.
Oh, okay.
It's so gross, but I love it.
Some people are street rats. One time I did identify as a Miami street rat, and I no longer do. I'm a woman now. And
now I'm an Austin street rat.
And now I'm too good for the streets of New York.
New York City.
Yeah, I'm going to be like spraying Lysol as I walk. I'm going to be placing down the same towel and like picking it up and then taking a step.
We're going to be inspecting for bed bugs at every place we go to.
That's why I also paid extra for a hotel.
Because I'm so scared.
Yeah.
I hope we don't get catfished with this Airbnb. I feel like we've gotten catfished with Airbnbs before.
That's the issue with New York, and I'm really nervous about that because you spent a lot of money on that Airbnb, and we don't have the money to get another one, Emily.
I mean, we do, but it'll suck.
It's going on credit.
Yeah, I'm pulling from my
money
savings.
just exists if you open another card.
Adam was like, Emily, you should be investing your money. I was like, what?
Who are you?
What money?
No, literally $200 every month. Or
no,
every
I
paycheck.
haven't. I put a lot into savings, but I need to start putting it into stocks.
And other stuff.
Yeah, I need to start like a Roth IRA.
Yeah, let's invest in a franchise.
Oh, Auntie Anne's.
50-50. Gus's Chicken. I've never even been there, but I think I'm in.
Gus's Chicken is in Austin. Is fucking
One
amazing.
person told me it was good, and I was like, let's start a franchise.
Let's start a cult.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about Gus's.
You have some good food, some good fried chicken. You'll start thinking you can rule the world.
I could take over the world with a breast in hand.
A chicken breast?
Any type of breast. I also threw tea in the harbor in the Boston Tea Party.
You had a dream once as a kid, and you were like, it happened.
I swear there were feathers in my hair and everything.
No, I think there's probably some school field trips where they were like, now throw tea in the harbor.
It was probably just Canopy Lake. Remember the Tea Party ride? Where you would slide down and like slam into the water.
And the water would hit
"Hi,
everybody on the
did
bridge.
it." Yeah, it was so fun.
Oh, yeah, and everyone would be like, I was a part of the tea party.
Mhm.
Oh, I know, I get it.
And then the Leonardo da Vinci ride.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was good shit.
Is it weird if you go to an amusement park as an adult by yourself?
Well, I feel like you can't go alone.
Right?
Yeah, you can't go to an amusement park as an adult alone.
Like, you can go to the movies alone, you can go to dinner alone, but can you go to an amusement park?
No, that's weird. That's weird.
Like, and they're like, what are you doing here? And you're like, I just wanted to ride the roller coaster.
I just needed to feel something.
People would be like, somebody watch that person.
I miss the laughter of children. It thrives me. Anyways, something took over me.
No, but seriously, I think about that. There's some things that I feel like as an adult you can't do by yourself. Like go to a park.
See, I was thinking about going to a trampoline park the other day, and I was like, that's kind of weird.
You just go up there and you're like, take 2 looks at you and be like, autism. All right.
I'll take 1 ticket to the jumpy ride, please.
I think it's different. Yeah. Well, then how do you just know somebody's not like a child, but as an adult?
What are other things that are weird when one adult does them? Hugging.
Okay. When do you see someone
If I
hug?
see a guy in a corner like this, rubbing his own shoulder, and be like, okay. Trampoline parks, amusement
Adopting a
parks.
child. It's kind of weird to me.
Okay. I feel like really anything to do with children. There's only one adult. I'm like,
And there's not a second.
is this a safe space?
Yeah. Besides single mothers, you run the world.
And single fathers, you guys are great too.
Relax.
When you can get custody. Good luck.
I'd find it weird if I saw a grown man at a paint and sip.
Oh my God. Honestly, a ballet class.
Maybe he's just expressing himself.
What if he looks like
So
Fester from the Addams Family? And he's just
yeah, he's finding himself.
wow.
I'd be like,
Maybe
that's
I'm
a nice in the
judgmental.
closet man.
I am working on judgment in therapy.
It's because we judge ourselves. We
It's
stop judging others when we stop judging ourselves.
It's part of mindfulness. It really is.
Mic drop.
I feel like I judge people more than I judge myself.
I thought that until I started looking inward. And then I was like, oh, you're really mean to yourself.
Oh, I'm both. I mean to everybody equally.
No, but the more mean you are to yourself, the meaner you are to others. And more. And it spreads more.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
That's what they say, like a wildfire.
a parasite infestation
Just crawling inside my body.
of sadness.
Actually, I'm going to keep it. It fuels me.
I feel the parasites talking to me. I don't know about anybody else, but I'll get like cravings for things where I'm like, this isn't me. I'm not craving this. I'm like, it's something in my body craving this, but that's not me. And it's like, I can sense that it's an external.
What if you just have like a
Foreign
B12
object.
deficiency?
No, it's the parasites. It'll be like, you want sweet tarts right now.
Honestly, at this point, I hope you do have parasites, just so you're like vindicated. So you know you weren't crazy.
You've never pooped out a parasite?
Yeah, like a nice one that doesn't eat your brain or anything. It just like hangs out, makes you skinny, like, and you figure it out within a couple months.
No, there's a bunch of those in you. If you have one that's long, you're fucked. Because that means they're in its adult stage.
Oh, that's disgusting.
And I think those are harder to kill. And then you have to kill parasites in rounds. That's why you have to do 90 days of like a parasite cleanse. Because they lay their eggs, and so those stay dormant. So if you kill the first round, you have to kill the eggs. You have to continuously kill every stage cycle of parasite in you.
You know how they like you find out your cat has worms because they leave little egg worms like all over your bed, worm eggs? What if you go to a dude's house and you're hooking up with him and you leave little worm eggs all over his
That's
bed?
disgusting.
And you're like, I'm so sorry, babe. I don't have an STD. It's just parasites.
That's just. Wait, no, that's a thing. Wait, haven't you heard about the new STD or STI?
No.
It's like I think it's like a parasitic infection that you get from a dude, especially if they come and like that's what HIV, herpes, it's all spread through the cum because they're parasites in you, and that's how they get spread. And parasites carry viruses. Dude,
Get a parasite test.
you don't need WebMD when you got me.
No.
And I get all the knowledge up in this thing.
You're like my nurse father on crack.
Well, it's like when you're a hypochondriac, you go into deep dark holes of the internet. I'll look up studies. I'll look up like what this does for this, and I'll just be like, I have cancer, and then I'll look up all the stuff on it. And so I just gain a lot of information, and then you realize everything's connected. And you know what a lot of them have in common with viruses? Parasites.
Well, why haven't you gotten tested then?
Because I'm scared to know.
We just got to man up. We got to do it. We got to take charge.
I went to the doctor appointment, and then they told me I had a heart murmur.
Yeah, it always sucks.
She goes, has anyone told you have a heart murmur? And it's like so casually. And I was like, no, never been told that. As I drink an energy drink, by the way.
Yeah.
This vape is on 0. I bought nicotine gum. I have to quit vaping. I think then I'll get my energy back. I won't be like, I have to start it because now it's affecting my health, I think.
It's so scary.
I know.
Everything that can go wrong.
All
with
my
our
health
body.
problems started when I picked up vaping. I'm like at the timeline. I'm like, I've always been healthy. I've always been super athletic to the point where they were like, your blood pressure, everything works. Like you're good. Like I was at like peak athlete level for numbers.
You sound like Kendall Jenner. I'm a peak athlete.
I'm a peak athlete. That's so
Guys,
funny.
you don't want to hear this, but this is what peak athleticism looks like. Look no further. It's right here, guys.
Fuck you. No, they were just like, they thought that. Okay, whatever. Anyways, guys, I don't think I'm a peak athlete. But if you were to ask.
This is like, it feels like the White Lotus scene right now, where the three girls are talking about like their levels from the doctor, and they're all like, yeah, he said I was half my age. And it's, it's just like the tarot reader being like, I want to make you feel good. This is what you want to hear, girlfriend. You are a peak
They're like,
athlete.
Jamie, didn't you talk about not being able to walk upstairs last episode? Yeah, you know what? Since I picked up vaping, it's destroyed my peak athletic abilities.
Before this, she would have been on the fucking, she would have been a D1.
D1. That's college. I'm going to Olympics, baby. But it's just peak athlete level is me doing the breakdancing.
You're just ray
I'm
gunning.
not doing like any intense sport that requires intense.
I want to like
training.
curl or something. You know, where they just like slide something really far.
I think I'm going to dedicate the next year to breakdancing, and I'm going to become America's breakdancer.
I think you should do it. Although I will have to say there's way more competition here in America than there is in Australia.
It'd be so funny if they sent a comedian to pretend to breakdance. That would make the marketing.
Come on.
Don't take this from me. I'm getting this idea patented or trademarked. I might be peak athletic, but I ain't no brain.
This is peak athleticism. We're going to the Olympics.
I never went to my classes in college.
Whoa! I have a 2.1.
I'm in communications.
I dropped out twice. That's just me.
It's so hard for me to drink water on my period, or like right before my period. I can drink water the whole month besides this week, and then it's a force
I've been having such a hard time drinking water lately. I don't know what it is.
because you're about to get your period too. That's what I'm saying.
Is it coming? Oh yeah,
My body's like, don't drink water, eat carbs.
I get it in a week, like the 8th, I think, of May. Ugh.
That's great. I get mine the weekend I'm supposed to fuck. Woo!
Well, if you think about it, every weekend is a weekend I could fuck. So.
Oh, okay. Rub it in.
Well, you too, if you wanted to.
That doesn't mean shit as a girl.
We could just go out and be like, who wants to
I
have
could post
sex?
on my story and be like, who wants to have sex, and post my address. I'd be the next Bonnie Blue.
Yes.
Like,
yeah.
what?
It'd be so easy.
People would be lining up our apartment complex. They're like, what are you here for? And they're like, you haven't heard?
Check her story. It's there.
The maintenance guys join in. You never know.
Dude. Okay. What's the best place to open up a fresh pack of Zins? Or nicotine gum if you're trying to quit. I just imagine a pristine spring. Mountains surrounding it. It looks like Edelweiss and Sound of Music. There's flowers everywhere. Just crack a pack of Zins. I don't even do Zins.
I was thinking about sex.
Oh, like Zin the
we had
lube?
way different. You're like the mountains and whatever. And I was thinking of like, I'm getting railed and I'm like, hold on. And it's a commercial and I open a pack of Zins.
Oh.
And then I'm like, it's like Zins for her pleasure.
Ribbed. I don't know. Normally when I'm having sex, I don't really reach for the vape.
How non-addicted. You're not a real addict then.
I think it's because I get addicted to the men.
Oof.
When I was dating Amber Glasses, I would go without vaping the whole time I was there because I was getting the dopamine I needed from his attention.
Oh, no dopamine could fix the amount of dopamine I need from a man. Wait. No. Hold on. Cut. No amount of dopamine from a man could fix the amount of dopamine I need from a vape. Is that better?
Yeah.
Well, Shannon Sharpe's fucked.
Yeah. Yeah. He should have seen the red flags from the jump.
Yeah.
Cat Williams told him. Monique told him.
That means they were telling all of us, and everyone thinks they're crazy. And it's like, when are we going to start listening?
I mean, the fact that she was like, I want you to put a big black baby in me, I feel like that should have been the first red flag.
Yeah, when I read that, I was like, oh, he's dating a black woman and like whatever. You know what I mean? I was like, and I didn't, and then everyone was talking about how she's white, and then they were like, no, she's Hispanic. And I was like, oh, those text messages read way differently now. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And it just seems like there's so many long pauses in the messages. It seemed like they had this like weird BDSM, like.
Did you hear the phone calls?
Yeah.
She just sounded like so disinterested in him.
And then she was pausing, and it sounded like she was like, like someone said it sounded like she was like muting him.
And then waiting for someone to tell her what to say.
Because you kept hearing the background noise go in and out.
Mm-hmm. Well, if she was recording it, she wanted to get him from the jump.
And if they had that weird sexual relationship, she could easily set it up so that if he thinks they're in this like consensual back and forth of like role play, you know, like of the dominant whatever. Because that's how you talk. Like,
yeah. When you're in a relationship like that where it's consensual. Honestly, some of the things he said, I was like, that would be hot from the right person.
If it was consensually sexual. But in the messages, she's saying, I don't want to be choked. But also there's like the brat dynamic.
Yeah.
Being bratty is like, no, I don't want to do this. Like there's a dynamic in consensual non-consent about saying no.
It sounds like he just got snowed. No pun intended. Snowed by the snow bunny. Man, you're 56. You're getting too old for these 19-year-olds.
When Monique was like, you just need a fat woman to rub your feet and cook you some food and all this stuff. And I'm just like, isn't that what it's all about?
Isn't that what life's
You come home and someone loves you and they just take care of you.
Yeah.
But you're like chasing somebody who's like, what? Like, and it just doesn't. How do people not get tired of that?
I don't know. If I were an old man, I would not want a nice woman from the South with bingo arms who can cook up a storm. House always smells like cookies. I would want that.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't want a 22-year-old. I wouldn't even want a 26-year-old. That I'm 26.
And if you want to know how a girl sucks dick, just watch how she eats wings.
Oh, I don't like eating wings because it makes my face messy, but I'll go to town on a dick.
What if you're eating wings in the privacy of your own home?
Oh, then I don't give a fuck. Unless I've just done my skincare routine.
You would get laid and let a man come on your face and not give two fucks about your skincare routine.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you wouldn't fuck up your skincare routine for some good wings?
Nope.
We need to decenter men. You know what?
And
Actually,
recenter wings. I'm talking barbecue, ranch, honey mustard. That's just sauces.
garlic parm. I like a good dry rub.
You ever had a cinnamon toast chicken wing?
No, but that sounds amazing.
And then syrup in hot sauce. So good.
Yeah, where did you casually just get these?
In Rhode Island. Outside of Fleetwood Mac concert at like a bar.
I could fuck up some wings right now.
I wish I had time to order wings.
Me too.
Yeah, well, sorry, Shannon Sharpe. I like how he posted a screenshot of what his lawyer wanted him to say.
I know, it's so funny.
He's so old.
They're so old. It's so funny. And this is why you can't fuck with younger bitches, because they know technology more than you do. I ruined my family and caught my dad cheating because I hacked his email.
Mm-hmm.
I was 10. We will ruin adults just because we can.
Just cause. Yeah, there are vindictive
We're
kids
curious
out there.
bitches. These younger girls know who you recently followed. They know if you have a Tinder profile you didn't tell them about. There's an app for it all. Like,
that's true.
they know if you block them and unblock them. They know who you Venmo. Like, there's
Now I want to know. I don't do this deep dive into men. How do I find out?
It's too much effort.
Oh,
A quick little TikTok search will give you all the details.
I don't think I care that much to hurt my own feelings.
I used to when I was younger because I needed to know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I would like, I need to know what's going on. And now I'm like, Baby, do you?
Yeah, what's done in the dark will come out in the light.
Mm-hmm.
It'll all get figured out. I'll find out. I'm not stressing it.
No.
I'm stressing everything else, but I'm not stressing
No,
your following.
I stress it a little, but then I'm like, oh, whatever.
I mean, I'm talking about not stressing. Meanwhile, I chat GPT'd how to respond if he texts me.
You have to read the book Why Love Men.
Yeah, I know. I need to repeat.
Why Men Love Bitches. And then there's Why Men Marry Bitches, and they teach you both lessons.
I have both in my library. I read them a while ago.
All right, well, you know what you're reading on the flight.
Yeah.
I come bearing gifts. Oh, who's a chunky boy? We're going to smoke really quick. Quick little half-hour break when the cameras turn off.
You are officially the chunkiest boy in the world. You officially are.
And I'm so hungry, I could eat a cat named Bear. Should we prepare him for dinner?
Prepare the sacrifice.
He's like, no. Oh, stop.
Telling your cat he's adopted.
Stop. Bear, we're not going to eat you. It's just a TikTok trend.
I'm going to eat you because you look so good. I have to eat you up.
Bear, it's a TikTok trend. I love you.
I'm going to grind you into a burger and make a bear burger.
Mr. Bear, I'm sorry.
Mr. Bear, we're not going to eat you. It's like I'm getting away from these bitches.
I'm so hungry I could eat a cat named Bear.
We'll be able to see him.
He's so upset.
Well, I think it's about time, guys. Know my political views. I'm coming out on this podcast.
No one can see what your hat says.
Representative of how I feel about this United States of America.
Make vaping America again. Because you know there's too many people in the goddamn, what's that country, China or something? And they've been making all the vapes that are killing kids with the fentanyl and stuff.
Now listen, we got to make homegrown American vapes.
We got to take back our vaping because our children are dying.
I want our kids to die of American vapes, American-made vapes.
It's only okay if it's done in the home. You know what I'm saying?
Keep it secret, keep it safe.
That's what I say to my wife.
Before I beat her.
Well, that's what I meant. I think they do.
I'm just clarifying because this is America. And I'm trying to make American vaping again.
What?
You heard me right.
Americans, if you vote for Emily Wade in the 2028 elections, I promise you we'll have vapes on every corner.
It'll be like a
every
Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, it'll be like a Dunkin' Donuts in Massachusetts. You see them, you turn left, it's there. You turn right, it's another vape. We'll be like Oprah. You get a vape. You get a vape. Everybody gets a vape.
I'll have vapes and vending machines. I already got them, but I'll have those vending machines in every goddamn building in this goddamn forsaken, loving goddamn country.
We wrote it into the Constitution. Thou shalt vape. Goddamn,
if you aren't vaping, we'll deport you because we only want real Americans here.
No vape, Venezuela. I hate to say it. You're going.
People are like, we're making fun of people who think this way, guys. Jesus Christ. I hope y'all fucking understand that at this point. We're 5 seasons in.
Yeah, I'm too young to run for president anyways.
This podcast should be called Two Dumb White Bitches.
It should be called Who Let Them Get Podcast Equipment.
No one. We're independent.
Yeah, I'm an independent contractor.
I'm seeing stars right now. I think I stared into the camera too long and there's a light right behind it. Oh, I have your vape. Because you got all the juice.
Yeah, I do. Because I'm making vaping American again. Or making American vaping.
Let's take really sick hit. Like, let's do some cool shots of us taking some vape hits.
All right, get close to your camera.
No. They can zoom in on us.
America.
How are you going to do that for a clip? It'll be good for the beginning of the episode.
How did they do it?
You didn't even put the hat on. Oh. No, put it on regular so they can see it while we vape. What? The hat is bad. The hat's flipped in the back. I've never seen anyone wear a hat. That's a trend. That's a new thing. Wait, that's kind of cool.
Oh, that's why it hurt?
Yeah, it looked kind of cool. All right, ready? Look into your camera. Cheers. Make America vape again.
That's not what you can do for your country.
But what vaping can do for your children.
Yeah. America. 2028.
RFK Jr. approved.
Oh, God. Immediate sue.
You know, the kids in these vapes. It helps the autistics. We're going to get all the autistics on a list and hand them nicotine vapes.
That'll cure it.
And that's going to cure their autism. But we haven't figured out what to do with the
No. That's good.
I want to see Love on the Spectrum gay edition.
They only had gay girls, not gay guys.
Oh, yeah. And I feel like that's,
Racist?
no, it's like sexist. They always put they always put girl on girl. Were they full lesbian?
Yeah. Fuller bust.
You would notice that.
Make
All this
America.
time you hated people sexualizing you.
But I sexualized them.
But you're out here in these streets sexualizing people who don't want to be sexualized. Lock her up.
Venezuela.
To Venezuela. But
Where
if
they
you
deporting people?
pick up vaping, we won't deport you.
When I vape, I no longer think about researching sharks for 6 hours.
instead, I think about going to corporate America. I love commuting an hour when I get to hit my vape.
It's like
I
my
don't-
dad in the corner, and he's like, Emily just hasn't been the same since she started vaping. She lost all the good parts of her. Now she's a robot.
I don't know what happened to my child. She quit vaping and she turned into a loser.
Even worse, she turned into a liberal.
Oh, God.
Oh, good times, good times. These views are not affiliated. But
And if you sign up for our Medicaid package, you can get a lifetime subscriptions for vapes until you make it to the funeral home. Vaping for grandpas.
we give everybody vapes. NICU babies, everyone.
Every time I think about hitting my kids, instead, I hit a vape,
That's why he sounds like that.
bringing down the domestic violence rates.
I got to work on my impression.
I don't think we should allow domestic violence to be legal.
All right, where are you going with this?
But I
No.
I do
No.
think fighting in the street should be legal.
Yes, we've discussed.
I witnessed 7 people being arrested on 6th Street last week, and they were punching the fuck out of the cops, and the cops like put their knees on their like chest and were like holding so many people down. It was insane. But I feel like they should have just been allowed to
Did
brawl
you
it
get
out.
in?
No, I was watching.
Oh, someone who protested.
Nope, not me. They weren't black.
Were they white?
No, they were Spanish.
Oh. Oh, put the hat back on it, Emily. Tell us your real views. Tell us your real fucking views.
Make America vaping again. No, I don't know.
No, I think you are traumatized from getting choked out on 6th Street.
Yeah, I wasn't going to jump in on a bar fight. If it was like different, I would have, but I saw them. They were drunk and idiots. And then
Oh.
they kept swinging on the cops. I'm like,
So what you're saying is they deserved it.
so I'm working with my therapist on judgment. And it's not to say that anybody deserves anything, because nobody deserves anything. But I would have wanted them to not swing on the cops in their inebriated state, because maybe that's not the best choice.
Did you see how political she got? She's reading off a teleprompter. She just texted her PR agent and was like, help. Jamie's got me in a hole.
No, that's therapy. That's mindfulness.
Wow. Own some tie-dye and go in the woods and become a wook while you're at it.
I'm thinking about it, dude. I'm thinking about it. They try to put my name down on an autism list, dude. I'm going to the woods.
I wonder if we're on the list.
Yeah, we're number 1 and number 2.
They're like, they talk about it too much on their podcast. No way.
Yeah, they're just wannabe autistics.
No, they're talking. I guess what they're talking about is like the nonverbal list, which is even more fucked up. It's like 40% of people who are on the spectrum or something are nonverbal, and that's who he was talking about. And you know what makes it even more fucked up? Because I'm a Yep. Isn't it interesting that they're going after nonverbal,
the people who can't speak up for themselves?
After the telepathy tapes came out about how nonverbal people on the spectrum are telepathic and can communicate with people.
Yeah.
Interesting. They're making a list of those people. Reminds me of the Gateway Project. In the 90s, you remember that?
It's very suspicious.
Hey, do you guys like our new cat? Portrait of a cat smoking a cig.
We didn't get another cat. It's just a painting. Go to YouTube, check it out. It's a cat smoking a cig.
I thought that was cute.
It's so cute. It looks like a bear when he was a baby. Oh, did you see in Austin, Texas, a mortuary worker was arrested for experimenting on bodies?
No.
It was a woman. She was arrested. She worked at an Austin mortuary. And somebody said it could have been like weird experiments, like loaning body parts out to different companies for money. I just would have assumed it'd be a man.
Got to get your bag.
It's
2025.
Yeah, ladies gotta
Women are moving up in the fucked up category.
We have to. Inflation's on the rise.
Hormones it's because our hormones are fucked up and we blame the food.
You heal the gut. You heal everything. Now where's my fucking tie-dye? I want to do kumbayas.
Side note, like a silent retreat would be really nice right now. But no, that's nuts. What like, or do you think she was like a mad scientist where she was like, dude, do you think I could get this leg to start working?
Dude, honestly, I wanted to be cool.
Like, is she a Frankenstein? Is she making like the next Frankenstein?
I want her to be like a serial killer or something. Like she's practicing how she's going to take people out on dead bodies, and she's experimenting with the souvenirs she likes, and she's like desiccating the organs. I want it to be cool.
Oh, what Sterling said about us was right.
I need some excitement in my life.
Well, it already happened, so there might as well be a cool story about it.
Right? Yeah.
You know? But it would be cool like if she was like a Dexter, or like she was like being like, what if I can put someone's head on another body? It'd be so sad. You're like getting your family member cremated and then
their head is on a pig somewhere.
No, and you're like tossing the ashes in the ocean and it's like some other dude from Kansas.
Yeah, I don't trust ashes.
No,
Can you
either.
DNA test ashes?
I think so.
To make sure you got your person?
They fuck that up sometimes.
Yeah, they do.
They'll like just give you a box of somebody else.
What are they? That's so gross. I don't want somebody else's dead body in my...
Like, I'm like, send me a video of my person's body going into the creme. I need to see them. Yeah. And then I want to see when it's done, pull it out from the same number, put it in a bag.
Yeah, I want to see their face.
And then label it on video.
Yeah, the whole process. Get ready with me to box my dad's ashes. Yeah. What am I saying? I'm high. I like your hair like this.
It's very tight curls because I didn't want to do my hair for the whole trip,
the bangs
so it'll
look
fall.
Like perfect. Okay, I saw this posted in r/advice. It got taken down.
Oh no.
That's so sad. Somebody wrote, this is going to sound weird, but I caught my next door neighbor on my Ring camera talking to my houseplants through my open window when I'm at work. Like full-on conversations. He tells them they're doing a good job, compliments their leaf game, and once even apologized for accidentally stepping on a fallen petal. He's not doing anything else sketchy otherwise, not trespassing or messing with anything, just walking by and chatting up the greenery. What do I do?
Well, are they growing?
She said her plants were growing. Then I was like, he's just...
Because if they weren't
he's
growing...
speaking into them.
It would be bad energy.
No, but he's sending them good thoughts.
If he was doing that and the plants were dying, I would be worried.
And hers are thriving.
Yeah.
That just sounds like a good man.
Yeah. I'd be like, hey, you want to
Fuck.
take care? No.
Oh, sorry.
Take care of the plants in a way. Well, this has been great. I've really enjoyed my time with you.
Thank you for having me.
And if you ever want to do this again, maybe we could smooch. Oh, whoa.
I mean, you are getting champagne in the hotel room. I was like, is she trying to
And
seduce me right now?
it's called the like double bubble, like, or the
You got a bubble bath too?
yeah, it's a bubble bath.
It's gonna be rose petals when we walk in. They're gonna think we're gay.
They're gonna have a bath. Well, it wouldn't be a first time.
No, I'm working on a bit about
and I just
that.
want you to know how much I appreciate you. All right. If you want to call us to be featured on our next episode, leave a voicemail at 857-271-9663.
And leave us a 5-star written review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, because that would truly make our day. Tell us you love us. Tell us which cat you like the best. And I hope you suck dick this weekend, but like in a good way.
I hope you make good decisions.
We are two sides of a different coin.